Morning and thanks for joining us on this Wednesday, June 13th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano. Hump day for everyone that has to go to work today, right? But for those that are just on summer vacation, it's just another day at the pool.
Yes.
That's pretty much what Wednesday is over the summer, right?
Pool day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Every day is a pool day.
Yeah. Oh, you lose track of the days. That's the best ever. I love that. That'll be on vacation that I take later on. So I'm looking forward to that. But let's check in with Elisa right now. Can we get to the pool today, Elisa?
For the most part, we do have a storm chance, but it's going to be really isolated to widely scattered. So what you want to do if you're going to the pool is get the Color 10 weather app ready to go so you can check to see if there's lightning or storms in the vicinity if you're going to the pool later. It's 70 degrees right now in Branson. We've got just a couple of clouds out there, dry conditions, calm winds, and it's still pretty humid. We've got that cloud cover still hanging around from yesterday on the satellite and radar. Maybe a sprinkle just north of West Plains right there, but that's about it. Pretty quiet this morning. 72 degrees in Springfield. It's 71 in Rolla. Very warm at 73 in Ava, and it's humid out there. You could feel the air around you this morning because that humidity is just pretty steep. This morning will be dry. We'll be dry through lunchtime. A few storms possible by this afternoon and evening. We'll keep partly cloudy skies through most of the afternoon. We'll keep a very high UV index as well, and a couple of storms will be possible after 2 o'clock this afternoon. We should be mostly dry by the time you're trying to fire up the barbecue. Those storms should collapse by sunset, and then warm, muggy, and mostly cloudy overnight tonight. Things we're tracking here in Daybury. We got this body storm chance today. Heat and humidity are going to crank again this weekend. Sizzling for Dad on Sunday, Father's Day. And we got to talk about storm chances next week. Details in 10 minutes.
Okay, 24 hours after the nuclear summit between President Trump and Kim Jong-un, there are still questions about what's next in this process between the two countries. CBS's Laura Podesta reports for us.
President Trump wasted no time praising the agreement he signed with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. On his way back to Washington on Air Force One, he tweeted, "The world has taken a big step back from potential nuclear catastrophe. No more rocket launches, nuclear testing, or research." At a press conference shortly after signing the declaration, the president said inspectors will verify that North Korea begins complete denuclearization. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo will lead the negotiations over the details of the process.
Mike, our whole team has to get to work and get it completed, because otherwise we've done a good job, but if you don't get the ball over the goal line, it doesn't mean enough.
Pompeo is still overseas selling the deal to Japanese, Chinese, and South Korean leaders.
If North Korea is serious, there are some concrete steps they can take within the next few weeks. They could transfer nuclear warheads out of the country to a third country. They could transfer weapons-grade nuclear material, highly enriched uranium or plutonium.
Little rocket man. He is a sick puppy.
After months of name-calling, the president has taken a new approach with Kim following the summit.
We have developed a very special bond.
He spoke to Fox News' Sean Hannity about antagonizing the North Korean dictator.
So I think the rhetoric, I hated to do it. Sometimes I felt foolish doing it. But we had no choice.
The president says he will be inviting Kim to the White House. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
Moving to some news from around the Ozarks this morning, the Civil Rights and Civil Society conversation was held at Springfield's Library Center yesterday. The presenter, Andrea Blackman, says the goal is to help people create a respectful environment in schools and communities. The session focused on awareness of racism as well as social injustice. Blackman says one reason she started those discussion groups is to raise awareness to the division in our country right now.
With the wake of police brutality or racial tension all across the country. And so our program, Civil Rights and a Civil Society, addresses those problems because it allows people to come together to have very productive conversations.
Blackman started this program back in 2015 with only law enforcement professionals at the time. Now it's expanded and reached over 6,000 participants so far. Blackman says if you missed yesterday's session, she encourages you to start a conversation in our local community. Blackman has been taking this program all over the country and says if you're interested in starting your own discussion group, feel free to reach out to her using the Nashville Public Library's website.
We have a local spotlight for you this morning. A new hotel is coming to downtown Springfield. City officials say it's reflective of the demand and the growth in the area. True by Hilton will be built at the corner of Elm Street and Kimbrough. The building will be 4 stories tall with 98 units, and the houses on the lot now will be demolished in the coming weeks. Hilton says True will be a more affordable option, hoping to capitalize off generators like Missouri State, the major hospitals, and Wonders of Wildlife. Rusty Worley is the executive director of the Downtown Springfield Association, says it's a perfect location for the guests that it targets.
They want those authentic experiences, and they also enjoy the walkability. So from there, they can go catch a basketball game or catch a concert at JQH, or they can come downtown and have a local restaurant or a nightlife experience.
The company says the hotel will break ground in August, expected to be open for business in May of 2019, creating about 20 new jobs.
You're right to know. A former inmate of the Texas County Jail says he was not provided proper medical care and has filed a lawsuit. According to the Houston Herald, Harry A. Sheena III filed a suit on May 29th after arriving at the Missouri Department of Corrections. He claims on June 5th of 2017, he notified jail administrators that his jaw was broken and surgery was scheduled to replace some hardware in his jaw, but he was refused treatment. Also in the suit, Sheena claims on April 4th of this year, Texas County Sheriff James Sigmund used excessive force to restrain him, further injuring his already broken jaw. He claims the county refused to file paperwork for his grievance as well. He's now asking for $1 million for medical and psychiatric expenses, as well as a change to the grievance process in the jail.
A traffic alert for you guys this morning. MoDOT has closed College Street between Grant Avenue and Main until next Monday. Only southbound traffic is going through the intersection. The road closed early yesterday for street improvements as part of the Route 66 Streetscape project. This Friday, the east section of the intersection will close for repairs, followed by the west section closing on June 22nd.